Hello everyone, I'm back after a short break here during a bear market, of course, as expected. And let's start with our analysis for Bitcoin. Again, of course, what happened during the last days. So basically, we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a potential wave 5 finished over there. In case, of course, that we are still bullish here, we still have only one scenario, which is very, very low possibility, especially, of course, after the last price where we took the 886 here. And I'm gonna explain what this 886 might be. And of course, after you bottomed here for wave 4, we might have an extended wave 5 in case we are still bullish over there. Now, the bullish scenario, of course, requires a potential 1, 2, and then you have another 1, 2 here, and you have another impulse for a wave 1, and A, B, and a C for a wave 2. However, this wave 2, it went very, very deep, taking the 886 taken from the wave 1 here. And of course, the retracement is very, very deep without a finished structure yet, where you might have an ABC, of course, as an expanding flat in case that this is an expanding flat wave 2. However, the wave 2 is not yet done, and we took the 886 already, so it is very, very low and very close, of course, to take the confirmation for the bear market, which is 100% confirmation for bear market, I would say. And that means, of course, eliminating this kind of an impulse 1 2, because by elimination of this 1 2, you're eliminating also this 1 2 before it. And of course, therefore, it is very unlikely to have several 1 2s here for an extended wave 5, meaning you have topped here exactly, of course, for this bull run, which is exactly this one, where we might have the expanding flat, where we have topped here for a wave 1 as a bull run, and we have A, B, and a C, of course, as a wave 2 bear market. Wave C has to reach, of course, between the 67 and the 74K for Bitcoin, which is the 1.618 here in common, taken from the A to the B to the C as an expanding flat. And that is because, of course, this is a complex structure here, and also another complex structure for a wave B. And currently we see an impulse, a 1, 2, and of course continuation toward the downside, where we might see, of course, even potentially several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the downside for 1.618 in confluence, of course, with the support area here, which is a very strong area for Bitcoin that it might revisit. And I consider this is the reset here price for Bitcoin, that it might start a new bull run towards the 200K and above it as well. But of course, the time is also very essential. It is required here for a wave 2. After, of course, this impulse as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need, of course, the timing for this bull run to start to unfold after we finish, of course, this wave 2. Regarding the channeling here, we can see clearly that we are still inside this blue channel. We see a rejection again, of course, but I believe that this might be taken sooner or later. We can see also another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside, that it might be unfolding here as a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And of course, once we break this channel, we might, of course, drop down very, very fast for a wave 3 towards the downside, guys. So we gotta be careful with this one too. The things are very clear that, okay, we couldn't break again the base channel for a wave 5. We couldn't reach the lower part of the acceleration channel, which it can be a wave 5 as well extended, but this is not the case. We failed every time to break the base channel here, meaning, of course, we have finished over there by leaving the acceleration channel and start to range slowly and showing weakness, of course, inside the base channel. Meaning, of course, once we break this, we're gonna break the base channel, and then everything is done. Okay, everything is done, and that means, of course, we are in a bear market, and we're looking for wave 2, and then continuation toward the upside later on. If we dive inside the micro level here, for the micro level, we can see clearly that we have finished potentially here an impulse as a wave 1. We have a WX and a Y for a wave 2. Our testing area has been hit perfectly almost, and of course below it even as well. So that means, of course, it might be a WX and a Y. We didn't took the impulse here, no wave C, it's a WX and a Y, finished wave 2. and then we drop down again, of course, in a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and impulse again, of course, as a 1 2. Another wave 3 unfolding, and potentially wave 4 might unfold again, of course, for lower prices. So as we mentioned here, wave 3 is unfolding by taking this price, and here we go. Here we are taking a wave 3 definitely here, and this wave 3 finished already there, and we're looking right now for a wave 4 and a 5 continuation toward the downside. Now, if we get some level taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3, here we have a wave 4 as an impulse has to reach at least the 0.23, which is done already, but we still need, of course, some time here to range. After a wave 2, of course, we need a wave 4 to range a little bit much longer for this. So basically, we need, of course, yeah, this blue box to be hit over there between, of course, the 0.23, 0.38, which it might be here. Anything can be a zigzag, can be, of course, something as a flat, or it can be a triangle here unfolding and then moving, of course, towards the downside as, of course, wave 5. Now, can be a wave 5 extended? Yes, can be very likely as a 1, 2, 3 wave 4 and a wave 5 a little bit extended to finish a wave 3 here. Yes, can be. And then having another wave 4 and then wave 5 for a wave C. Another possibility, of course, that it can be a short wave 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing another 1, 2 here, having another 1, 2, and then dropping very fast for wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for this possibility. So we have two possibilities here, whether 1, 2, 1, 2, or you get, of course, 1, 2, wave 3 with an extended wave 5, and then 4, 5 towards the downside. So the things here are still, of course, very clear for us that we're still in a bear market unfolding toward the downside. Nothing yet is ready to be bullish, and especially, of course, after this price here on 15-minute chart, we can see also another 886. That means, of course, an ABC is unfolding here, and it might be something, of course, for longer range, like 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and ranging a little bit before, of course, moving toward the downside. So all what we see right now is a potential, of course, correction upward. We might see, of course, a range, as we mentioned, because we need the time here. So we need 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and then potentially another impulse before we drop down. Okay, so we're gonna range a while here. Yep, so these are right now the possibilities for Bitcoin, and of course, the things are not yet ready to be bullish, guys. As I mentioned, of course, in the macro level, we have to stay, of course, precautious with the bear market that it is unfolding. Taking the 98 here, which is a 100%, I would say, invalidation of bullish already taken so far. But yeah, here by taking this low, you invalidate totally another possibility for 1, 2 by taking exactly this low. So this low, I'm gonna bring it there down, and then I'm gonna call it confirmation for bear market again. All right. So this is kind of like very high confirmation for bear market, because all possibilities for bullish are gone by taking, of course, this price over there, which is, of course, the 98K 500 and around it. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin, guys. Trade safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.